Hi, folks. I hope I'm live. Hi, folks. Donna sharing messages from Spirit through Oracle cards. First time I ever did this, so a little bit of technical learning, and I am first to admit I'm not the best and most inclined to be great at knowing all the ins and outs. And this is new and fun, and I'm always up to learning new things. So thanks for joining me today, whether you're here live or watching the recording. I was inspired and really encouraged by some wonderful angels here in life, as well as from messages through spirit that I receive over and over, like so many of us do, until we finally take that action. So, thank you for being here today and joining me for, you know, just taking a time out of your day to get a message from spirit, get a little bit of validation of something going on in your life or messages that you've already received. Now, I have a plethora of oracle cards, tarot cards, crystal cards, all kinds of different inspiration, and I've accumulated those through my journey in life. And I encourage everyone to pick up a deck or two, or however many you're inspired to connect with for, and whenever you're inspired to connect with one. Um, Esther Hicks was definitely someone that I picked up early in my exploration of being an intuitive and wanting to share and receive messages. And she really does channel Abraham in such a beautiful, profound way. And giving messages from Abraham have always resonated with me. Had a wonderfully profound experience at a live event with Esther, and really, I really just I just feel the energy that she shares along with her, her. I think she calls it an allegiance. It's a group of wisdom, of collective consciousness that has labeled itself Abraham, and through those teachings, messages, channeling. Everybody's got different ways of expressing it, but through the inspiration she's received, she has shared that with the world. And so grateful for Abraham messages. To start off the first live ever, I'd like to just let you know that when I work with any deck of cards, I generally like to just get a feel for the cards. I do the shuffle until I feel inspired to stop, and then I allow spirit to guide me to the message in the deck that I'm most meant to have from only my best and highest good. I will always come from only the best and highest good whenever I share messages. I believe asking spirit to share through the light, there is no darkness. And that is how I like to receive and share messages, and that's how spirit honors me and works with me and through me. I've shuffled the deck and I've asked for what is for the best and highest good for us all today, collectively. And the card that out of the deck that I'm working with today is the Teachings of Abraham, Well-Being cards. This is a picture of the deck, and the card that came up for everyone. And this is, applies for whenever you get the message too, is it is not my work to control others. Trying to limit anybody about anything defies the law of the universe. It cannot be done. You cannot control others, but you can control and create your own reality. That really truly is life, um, at its fullest when we have that full acceptance for ourselves, and to know that, Creator is always with us and is wanting to share with us only what is for our best and highest good. And when we think that we have that illusion of controlling things, boy, do we get put in check so often during life journey, to let us know that we're not going to and meant to control things. We are meant to allow and to take inspired action. but we cannot control anything other than our inner self, our actions, our presenting ourselves to the world. So try not to ever get into that false illusion or thinking or false beliefs that we really can control anything other than ourselves. And this is just a really nice reminder in this card for us all today. Now, thank you for joining me. If you'd like a card, I would love for you to put into the comments that you would like a message from Spirit today. I have a variety of decks, and I love to go and follow the inspiration that I get and receive to perhaps, use a different deck for someone that's seeking a message. So if you are looking for a message today, directly, personally, from Spirit, I would be honored to be able to be the one that delivers that to you. I appreciate it very much. Now, my first card is going to be for Teresa. I'm going to shuffle the deck, and Teresa, I do have a couple of decks right here in front of me that are Esther Hicks channeling Abraham, and this deck that I'm feeling inspired to do for you a card from is the Ask and It Is Given. This is a wonderful deck. I love the energy. I work with this very often myself for validation of what I receive for myself. I'm just as human as anyone else, and question the messages that I get. So today for you, Teresa, is I can gradually change my vibrational frequency. There is no thought that you cannot eventually have, just as there is no place that you cannot eventually reach from wherever you are. But you cannot instantly jump to a thought that has a vibrational frequency very different from the thoughts you are usually thinking. I love that message because, so many of us think that we can go 88 miles an hour and can just flip around on a dime, but sometimes we really are meant to take it one step at a time to feel that feeling of the increase in positivity. We're always going to be guided towards positivity. So I hope that serves you today, Teresa. Now, Miss Charlene, an angel in this world, that's for sure, has been to me, always will be. So grateful for our connection and know that it was a divine connection as well. We're going to go back to that deck of cards, the well-being teachings for you. And the card that comes for you today is the harder I push against it, the more I attract its essence. When you feel some unwanted thing that you shout no at, shout briefly, and then turn your attention to the thing that you do want. Any attention to anything is practicing the vibration that will bring it into you. And that has been truly my life experience as well. They like to share with us often that, opposites attract, but that may be the case in some situations, but universal law is like attracts like. And when like attracts like, staying in the wants will always bring the wants. Thank you, Charlene, for asking for a message today, and that allows us to all hear that message. I really always encourage you, if you do hear a message that connects with you, it was meant for you. Even if it was earmarked for someone else, if you're hearing it, Spirit knew you were going to hear it, and it was earmarked for you too. Now, this being my first live, and your first maybe flavor or seeing who I am, if you're interested to find out more about me, you can find me at donnamariecrawford.com. There's my website is pinned here in this post. Please go there to the website and check out all the different offerings that I have. I really do try to accommodate every comfort level. as well as whether you would like to do a live, whether you would like to have an email, phone, Zoom, however you'd like to connect with spirit messages. It's truly is always an honor for me to share messages. So I try to keep it in my awareness and really believe it's part of my mission to really make sure everybody who wants and desires a message from spirit can do it and get one, and through me and through the light. All right, Lorianne, you're the next one on my list here of those that are wishing to have a card today. I'm going to go back again. You know, it's fun. I love to be guided by spirit. And this is Ask and It Is Given. This deck I'm going to go to for you, Lorianne. I always shuffle and I keep you in mind and ask Spirit, what is for your best and highest good today? This card is so lovely. My emotional set points can be changed. You know, so many of us here feel that change is hard and difficult only because they've given us to believe that. And Spirit always asks me, well, who are they anyway? So the message on this side, on the other side of the card for you, Lorianne, is set points are activated by attention to a subject. We want you to understand the extreme value in deliberately achieving your own set points. Because once you expect something, it will come. The details of it may play out differently, and usually do, but the vibrational essence will always be an exact match. I love to show illustrations of the cards. I don't have my screen on to see myself right now. I'm trying to watch comments, but this is a little girl in a field, and there's so many different clouds to pick from, to know that once you have visited that cloud, you're going to always be able to go back to that cloud. You know, people like to talk about muscle memory. This is energetic memory. And once you've had that feel, you can revisit it, Lorianne, I'm sorry. Leaving out that and part. But the details of it play out differently. I love that part of the message because that's been my life experience very often, Lorianne, where it's just, you know, best laid plans of mice and men. And that was really one of my messages I was able to share this morning with a session that I was blessed to have already today. Of, you know, we can think we know how to do it, but when we open and allow the universe to align it the way it's meant to be, oh, how delicious and wonderful it is. We don't even realize how good it can be because we're human and we'll often limit ourselves. Okay, Miss Lauren, I love that you're here. Thank you so much for being here with me today on my pioneering into the live Facebook. We are going into the well-being cards for you. And the card that I have is, as I breathe deeply, I feel myself thrive. Thriving is as natural as breathing itself. By relaxing often, breathing deeply, your natural thriving is enhanced. This is so beautiful because we often forget that breathing is part of our sustaining of life. And very many times along our journey, we don't even realize we're holding our breath. It's kind of a clenching. But when we breathe deeply and exhale, we really can become more in the present moment. Spirit often inspires me to share that with others. Is just that 3 deep breaths in and out can bring us back into being centered. So let's get some deep breathing going for you today, Miss Lauren, and see if that doesn't contribute to your positive journey moving forward. All right. Now we have Nigel is the next card I'm going to choose, and we're going to stay with that deck, that well-being with Esther and Jerry Hicks, channeling Abraham. I don't like to forget Jerry in the whole equation. Jerry has transitioned into spirit. But what a support. And again, angel on earth that got Esther moving in the direction that was able to share all this wonderful inspiration and wisdom with all of us in ways that we can understand it. All is well, Nigel. That's the first thing that you are meant to know today, and to enjoy and embrace it. Babies are beings from the non-physical, eternally coming forth for the creation of that which they decide. The babies are wanting so much for you to know that all is well. You know, we all come in to this world, into this experience as a baby. And all babies come in and we say how precious and perfect and divine they are. And then we somehow lose that connection for ourselves. So Nigel, please connect with all is well today and notice the nurturing of the feeling of that card for you. And thanks for requesting it. All right, Leslie, let's see what we got for you. I'm staying with that deck. That deck is pulling me right now, and I thank you, Spirit, for sharing this guidance for all. All right, Leslie. I am selfish enough to want to feel good. Feeling good indicates your connection to clarity, wellness, and an abundance in all good things. Feeling good is your most natural core belief. Sometimes it's hard for us to believe that because some of us feel as if it's just not natural for us to feel good. That's why we can find feeling good. It does feel good. We have contrast in this experience. What doesn't feel good doesn't. It's not meant to be included. It's meant for us to go past that into the good feel. So it's okay, Leslie, today to say, I can feel good. And I wish I could redefine selfish, because that word makes us all feel bad, and so many of the things that people consider selfish are just roads to self-care. And we all need more of that in this world, don't we though? Now, I'm horrible with pronouncing names, so please have patience with me if I don't do well. But I think it's Charissa. Names and labels don't mean much to spirit. They connect with energy, so they know exactly who this message is for, even if I can't say your name correctly. So thank you for being understanding and giving me some grace with pronunciations. Your card today is every emotion I feel is guidance from my adoring inner being. Oh, didn't that sound nice? Because my inner nature offers a strong and steady vibrational signal, I can always feel my allowance or resistance to that signal. The better I feel, the more aligned I am. The worse I feel, the more out of alignment I am. As I reach for good feeling emotions, I am in alignment with the signal of source. How true is that? You know, we all know that we feel so in the flow, things are going our way, and then as soon as something happens and it throws us off, man, we go right down the chute. I'm human. I do it. But we have that inner source connection that's always coming in, soft and gentle, just like my mom used to do. When I'd be upset, she'd come in with that soft talk, slowly and softly. It always feels good, that guidance. So tap into what feels good. And you'll know that that's the true connection of the etheric. When it doesn't feel so good and you're out of whack and everything's wrong, that's when you know you're moving in that wrong direction. So every emotion that you feel is guidance from my adoring inner being. So I hope that serves you today. If you'd like any more further information or a more in-depth reading, again, I do have all different offerings at donnamariecrawford.com. Please check in there and see what you think. And I'm always open to suggestions and what you think about the website. Bob's just worked really hard on it. My other half is my core, my rock, who gets everything going for me. If it wasn't for Bob, I know I wouldn't be doing this. So I have abilities, but he has the capabilities to help me get this out there. All right. So the next one coming in is for Miss Jessica. Thank you, Jessica, for being here. It's an honor always to share messages with others. And your message today is no one else needs to know this. It is not necessary for even one other person to understand these laws of the universe. For you are the attractor of your experience, just you. And this really resonates with me, Jessica. And I hope it does with you. I am often, dancing to my own drummer or singing my own song, and it doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. And I have finally found comfort in that through Wayne Dyer's words of rising above the good opinion of others. I have learned that the only opinion that matters and is ultimately I am meant to govern my journey is mine, is the way I feel. Opinion comes from feeling. So trust yourself. No one else needs to understand you. And the best part of it is we don't have to understand everybody else either. It really sometimes, the messages come through are very simple. We complicate things here as humans. We don't have to. Just let it be. So I hope that serves you today. Now we have Vanessa. All right. You guys are going to rhyme on me, and that's going to be fun too as they come flowing through. Now, I ask Spirit to give Vanessa the best and highest message for her today. And I thank you for this message. Physical well being is only one good thought away. You could have every disease known to man within you today, and if you choose different feeling thoughts tomorrow, they would all leave your body. The key is to not give any unwanted thing much attention. When it doesn't feel good, turn your attention someplace else. That's a wonderful message because so many of us think that we have to stop being something in order to be something else. Nope. You just can start being something else. If you realize you're unhappy, you can just start something that makes you feel happy. You don't have to try not to be unhappy. Okay? So physical well-being is only one thought away. And I know that sounds hokey or woo-woo, but when we absolutely trust and believe and feel these messages, they are ultimate truth from Creator. Okay, Mary Bosby. I'm going to switch over to this deck for you, Mary. It's the Ask and it's Given. This is again, I just love this deck. Some of my cards are well worn, a little more than others, different decks. And I just follow what I am inspired to share because I know it's not just me. I know it's Creator coming through me and guiding to bring those messages. My appreciation, in my appreciation, I offer no resistance. I'm going to have to get new glasses, folks. It's getting more and more obvious. Appreciation and self-love are the most important aspects you could ever nurture. I'm going to read that again for you, Mary. Appreciation and self-love are the most important aspects you could ever nurture. Appreciation of others and the appreciation of yourself are the closest vibrational matches to source energy of anything we have ever witnessed anywhere in this universe. That's why it feels so good, Mary, appreciation. But we can appreciate ourselves and allow ourselves to be important enough to have appreciation for. Just a little extra message to the card for you. Patricia, I do want to take a card also. This is the Ask and It's Given deck. My first day is a very Abraham kind of day. Um, First, I reach for joy and close. Identify your current state of emotion for you to understand whether you are choosing to your desired destination or further away from your destination. Improved feeling or emotion. Your real destination. Thing and everything you want. If you will make the improved feeling or emotion, feeling or emotion, your real destination, anything and everything. That's a really profound message for all of us. So thank you, Patricia, for bringing that message for you. But and I love the way that works. It's happened to me so many times, and I hope with you, even if it was shared with someone else, to trust in the way that the universe aligns you. Yep, given to someone else, but it was for you. On DonnaMarieCrawford.com services to help you connect with your intuitive self. I also like to offer, I have a private group. We call it the Inner Circle, and that's at freetobepsychic.com. Sorry. I believe we all should be free to be whatever it is we are. I'm blessed to share Free to Be Psychic. A group of people that are nurturing each other and supporting each in their intuitiveness, and you could find out more about that at freetobepsychic.com. All right, okay, Patricia. All right, Geraldine, thank you for tuning in today and asking for a message. Your message from it is given. Good. There is no desire that anyone holds for any other reason that believe they will feel better, whether it is a material object, a physical state of being, a relationship, a condition, or a circumstances. Of every desire is the desire to feel good. And I feel, Geraldine, you needed to hear that today, because sometimes we wonder, are our desires in alignment with positivity? Am I thinking things that are going to be good for everybody or that are good for me? And I think that this message from Spirit, I feel it's meant to give you that reassurance and comfort for yourself that behind every desire is the desire to feel good. Okay? And that's for you as well as for others they're asking me to share as well. I really do trust that when we receive messages from Spirit, however they come, they really are divinely aligned in time, And, Bob and I have experienced that so much in our life that we've been able to have all of that evidential stuff that gets on there, to help us continue to have that belief. Because, we are human, and human doesn't always lend well to things that we can't taste, touch, feel, smell. A multi-sense being having this human experience. I thank you very much for joining me. I think I have one more on here. I have my wonderful husband sharing with me today. And I've got a good message for you today. Thanks for making it on the live. It's so great to see you here. I'm really always honored. I'm going back to this deck for you, Miss Ayla, the well-being cards. The universe is big enough to fulfill my every intent. Oh, that's a great card. Oh, it gives me shivers. The universal manager, in quotations, has the ability to bring everyone a vibrational match to what they are giving their attention to, without depriving anyone else of what they are wanting. Many of us being of service, of wanting to give, and I know Miss Ayla is one of those vibrations. And don't ever feel you're shorting someone else when you're rising, because as you rise, you are a soul that rises others. And this is such a beautiful message for you. It's not always easy to, but when we turn to Creator, to support us, it becomes easy as slicing butter, they say. You in this, and know that everybody is meant to have as much in all energetic feel and abundance, and that's possible. So thank you for bringing that message to the world. And thank you so very much for being part of this first venture. I hope to be doing more. I do commit to having lunch with you on every Friday. I'd like to do it at, I got one more on there. One more message. So let me just do this for you. One more message, and then we'll shut down. But I try to make sure that everybody is included one way or another. And this is Rendip. I think that's how we say that. Randeep. The harder I push against it, the more I attract its essence. I think this is a repeat card. When you find some unwanted thing that you want to shout no at, shout briefly, and then turn your attention to the thing you do want. Any attention to anything is a practicing of the vibration that will bring it into you. Spirit brings through me the message so often. When you find yourself in the focus of do not want, know that that is just really training and conditioning from this. Really are meant to always move in the direction of what does feel good. So move right away from the doesn't feel what does. Don't try to take out what doesn't feel good. Just start bringing in what does. And you will find you will always be connected with all that is, and only things that will make you feel better and connected. Okay? Because if we stay in the don't wants, we get the don't wants. If we stay in the do wants, we do want. And just a quick tip on energy. It's energy. It's not words. If you stay in the energy of I can't, you won't. If I stay in the energy of I can, I will to the best of my ability. And that's just universal law. and it's just the way they connect with energy, because I can't is one frequency and I can is another, and that's the frequencies they connect with. It's not the words, it's the intention behind the words, it's the truth that you yourself, you will find that truth. But you can find the wants, because universe does everything in its power to allow only the best and highest way. That because it feels good. That's how they know. Thank you again. You can find out more about me at Donna or Free to Be. It truly is an honor. I appreciate your support, and as always, I thank Spirit for bringing through only the best and highest good. Have a blessed day. I talked really fast, just to get over it. So there was a lot of people